Yo, what is going on, guys? We are finally back today for some more Alliance Wars. So there's two main reasons why the Alliance War videos stopped for a little while. Reason number one, this is the main reason. There was just so much content recently that I just wanted to focus on that other content first. Second reason, this has not been my best season, so I've been, just haven't really felt like making the wars, But this war is my first ever Alliance War bringing Quake with the full intention of using Dex style. I've brought Quake to war before in Omni even. I just did a couple fights like using the parry method with her, which was it's not that difficult, I don't think, and it worked fine. But I wasn't even close to as good as I am with Quake now. And this was August 29th, so it was like a little over a week ago. So I've gotten a lot better at quaking in that week's time as well. I've been practicing quite a bit lately, and I've gotten a lot better. My Quake's pretty good at this point, but again, first time bringing her to war, I was a little nervous because I know that if I die with Quake the first war bringing her, I'm never gonna get another chance to bring her because it'll just look bad. So okay, I cannot die with Quake this war if I want to bring her again in the future. So first fight here was a Sabretooth, and it's Vigorous Assault, so you have to play Dex style because while he has that regeneration buff, he's unblockable. So if you try to parry in that time, you're toast. So I was playing Dex style the best I could, and everything was going great. Everything was going normal, how I normally like to play Quake. It went good, finished the fight, no problem. First fight, check mark, dude. Quaked it, no problem. Like, alright, I'm feeling good. Next up, we got a Blade here, and I was supposed to use Omega Red here, so Masochism. I'm like, alright, Blade, no issue. So jump in here with Omega Red, and I put on a boost. It wasn't like, I didn't boost too big, but I put on a little boost. And I'm just looking for an opportunity to parry. This guy actually is a stubborn defender, so I got to be kind of careful when I dex. He'll get the indestructible. Right here, he's throwing these heavies for me, which is perfect. I'm going to parry these little blades that he throws just to get rid of the stubborn. One more heavy attack, and that's all she wrote. Blade goes down. Very easy fight. So that was fine. But now this next fight here, I was told I could play parry style or dex style, whatever I'm more comfortable with. So, going into it, I was thinking, I dueled a Dormammu, and I got clipped a couple times. And I was just getting used to his animations, and I'm like, maybe I should just try parry style, But at this point, I haven't done parry style in forever. I've just been practicing dex style. So you're gonna see what happens is I get a little flustered, and because what's gonna happen is he's gonna have the concussion on him, and I'm gonna try to parry. But while he has that concussion, you're gonna evade. So that kind of tripped me up, and I take a couple of hits here, and I was getting a little flustered. So I was like, you know what? Let's just switch back to dex style, and just not worry about the parries. So, or I guess here I was still getting tripped up a little bit, but yeah. So I was kind of bumbling around in the corner trying to parry. So eventually I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna use dexterity, just go back to how I normally play Quake. Because that was kind of sketchy, he took some damage. But now I know that going forward, so this is my expectations for one of the future fights. So next up we move into section 2, and we're sticking to path 1 all the way through this war. So I have a Mr. Sinister and then a Thing, and that was all I was assigned for this war, only those 5 fights. So this was actually the day that I was at my parents' house, and we were actually building a fence in the backyard. So if you guys saw the crystal opening video I did the other day, and if you watched it all the way through, you'll see a couple clips of me dressed up as Spider-Man actually knocking the fence down. And that's because we needed to take it down, and then we rebuilt the whole thing that day. It looks great now. But yeah, so I was there on this day when I was doing this war, I remember. And so yeah, I was just sitting in the living room at my parents' house. Everyone else was like outside, still working on the fence. So I just got away for a sec. Wanted to clear Alliance War, just get it done with, And so here we have a Mr. Sinister, And this fight, I'm not worried at all. I actually got clipped by his L1 though, get a little DJ. I was like, oh, whoops, that's never happened to me before, but that's all right. I wanted to get off my my degen, so I just wanted to wait until he was below a bar of power so that he couldn't transfer it to me. We don't want that happening. But yeah, I'm getting some nice damage with that. Here, actually evade the L1 properly. Do it again, and everything's going good. Mr. Sinister, he's pretty easy to fight, man. I'm gonna go for an L3 as well, and then I'm gonna. You notice I hit it right away. It's too early because I didn't get the extra damage, but I didn't want the extra damage because I'm hoping that this doesn't kill him, just so I can sneak a little bit of regen out of this fight. I do come out of here with a little bit of regen. I'll take it. It saves me like a potion or something. So, why not, right? Why not? Now, this next fight, I was assigned parry style. And again, after I did the parry style on Dormammu there, that really messed me up. So going into this fight, now that I have that experience, I'm like, all right, I'm going to do something a little differently. So I'm going to play this parry style. And the reason I'm supposed to play parry style is because Thing is a stubborn defender. So I need to parry to get rid of the stubborn. So what I'm going to do here is when I have the concussion on him, I'm going to play deck style, just because, I'm worried about trying to block and accidentally evade, and it's kind of throwing me off before. And then outside of those times, then I'll play parry style. So just going to kind of do my own thing here. So now right now, I'm not going to play deck style. You'll see I am going to play deck style. I'm not going to try to parry. So I don't confuse myself and accidentally get hit. So that first fight against Dormammu was really great for just kind of figuring out how to Quake a lot more in war with parry style in mind. Because right now you see he's got that stubborn, but then we parry, boom, gets rid of it. And I think while the concussion's up, I can dex without triggering the stubborn. But yeah, once the concussion's gone, I lose that ability accuracy reduction, and then he does get it. But yeah, this fight's going really well. Again, that Dormammu fight was just a really good kind of a beta test for using the parry style with Quake, and picked it up pretty quick, figured out what I needed to do, and yeah, that fight went so much better than the Dormammu one. It was playing a little clunky against Dormammu, but yeah, and that was my path. And I'm like, all right, I'm done. I went back to work. We finished the fence that night, and then I was driving home. I just pulled up into my driveway and I checked my phone, and I got assigned a mini boss. And I was like, oh. Okay, I still had 20 minutes left on my boost, or 30 minutes left on it. I was like, all right, let's jump in here, throw on a combat regen. I healed up a bit. I'm just a little bit worried because this node is hazard shift, incinerate, and poison. So if I got some incinerates on me, I just gonna pop that regen boost beforehand. And yeah, so I was just sitting in my car in my driveway doing this fight, and I wasn't too worried. This is stubborn, so I do got to be careful of that. I'm just kind of trying to wait out the incinerate. I don't want to get too many incinerates on me, but so far so good. We got the poison up now, so we're free to attack. But here I get to a point where I need to beta special, and he didn't throw it at first, and then he threw it when I wasn't ready. And I got whopped by that L2 in the corner. There goes all my health. Fun fact, 4 out of 5 hits of that special 2 were critical. It's great. I love when the enemy crits me all the time. And yeah, and then I'm dead. So another death for the season. And it was at this point where I was just kind of done with Omega Red. At this point, I'm just I don't know what's happened with Omega Red, but I'm just I don't want to play with him anymore. I don't want to use him anymore, and that was the kind of the tipping point for me where I wanted to be done with him, which is unfortunate because I was playing so good with him last season, but this season, I don't know, man. But we did end up winning the war, which was good. This brought me to 31 kills, now 5 deaths, dude. 5 deaths. We're 5 wars in and 5 deaths. Not good. And these are my stats. They're not that good. So yeah, this was the latest war video. We did win the war though, which is what matters. We're having a pretty good season so far. But yeah, that's going to do it for this Alliance War video. First time bringing Quake to Alliance War. Let me know what you guys thought of the Quaking. Do you like seeing Quake in Alliance War? Do you find it kind of boring? Let me know. I'm very interested to hear your guys' feedback. I know some people just find it extremely boring to watch Quake, and some other people love it. So yeah, let me know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, drop a like, subscribe to see more content. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out. More war videos coming soon. I got like 4 more of them to work on tonight. So yeah.